allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City Clerk, if you can please call the roll.
Bowling.
Here.
Freed.
Here.
Lockhart.
Here.
Newman.
Here.
O'Doherty. Here. Shumway.
Here.
Feehill. Here. Richardson.
Here.
And Cumbie.
Here.
That's 9 present and 0 absent, Your Honor.
Thank you, City Clerk. Next, we'll move to public comment. If there is any public comment on non-agenda items, please come to the podium. Linda Devine, thank you.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble.
Yay.
I don't normally write my things out, but this is kind of a little important to me. So thank you, Madam Mayor. My name's Linda Devine, and I'm a resident here in Laramie, Wyoming. Yesterday was Cesar Chavez Day. Cesar Chavez was a civil rights activist for migrant workers in the 60s. And I bring that up because several things happened yesterday that just kind of concerns me about our vulnerable community. On this same day of Cesar Chavez Day, the university decided to eliminate a 25-year conference for the Latino youth. On that same day, a previous member or community member of Laramie posted about an incident that happened at a local restaurant in town. She's a trans woman, and someone went to the restroom and tore off the sign for gender bathroom and wrote under women, men. And on this same day, the city posted a notice for accepting applications for Freedom Has a Birthday. And all of these things just kind of hit me at once. And this isn't, I'm not criticizing them for posting that, but it's Freedom Has a Birthday for the 4th of July, which is celebrated because of the independence of this country from supposedly tyrants. But at that same time, we know that not everybody was free, because there were still slaves. And it wasn't until June 19th, 1865, that folks in Texas learned, these enslaved folks, that they were finally free. So I'm here today just wondering what we can do as a community to show folks that we're not going backwards, that even though the city and the state and other places may be trying to erase history, trying to get rid of any sense of diversity, what can we do as a community? And I did write this out. I had a really tough day, and I knew I was either gonna yell or bawl, and I don't want to do either. But I'm just coming and asking y'all to put your minds together, hold on, and see what we can do. Martin Luther King Jr. said, are we going to be, where do we go from here, community or chaos? And so, I'm gonna say what I've always wanted to say. I yield my time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Devine. We appreciate your comments. Any other public comment? Seeing none, we'll move on to consideration of changes in agenda and setting up the agenda. First, are there any public requests to move a consent agenda item and place it on the regular agenda? Seeing none, we will move on to the vice mayor for motions to change the agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that the following changes to the agenda be approved. To add Resolution 2025-32, authorizing emergency work to avoid delays as item 10A, and in addition of an executive session.
Do I have a motion by Richardson, second by O'Doherty. All in favor? Opposed? That motion passes. Vice Mayor, motion to set the agenda.
I move that the agenda be set as changed.
Second.
I have a motion by Richardson, second by Newman. City Clerk, if you can call the roll, please.
Bowling,
Aye.
Freed,
Aye.
Lockhart,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
O'Doherty,
Yes.
Shumway,
Yes.
Behill,
Yes.
Richardson,
Yes.
Cumby.
Yes,
That's 9 yeses and 0 no's, Your Honor.
that motion passes. Thank you, City Clerk. Next, I have the honor of reading a proclamation for the Laramie International Flavor Festival Week. Whereas one of the best ways to learn more about your neighbors is to start a conversation about food. And whereas Laramie, Wyoming prides itself as a dynamic cultural and economic center, and whereas Laramie Main Street Alliance organizes the Laramie International Flavor Festival, a volunteer-run, week-long event that partners with University of Wyoming Global Engagement Offices, international students, and scholars to encourage a sense of welcoming and belonging to the international community. And whereas the Laramie International Flavor Festival celebrates community building through authentic stories and flavors of our community members' international heritage and experiences. And whereas Laramie residents visit downtown venues to celebrate, recognize, and engage with international neighbors and influences. And whereas this 4th year of the festival, more than 15 downtown restaurants will be offering menu items inspired by stories that were submitted by more than 40 international students and community members representing over 40 nations. And whereas downtown Laramie restaurants' menus are increasingly reflective of the community's international influences, many keep specials on the menu permanently even after the event. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Sharon Cumby, acting as mayor and president of the governing body of the city of Laramie, Wyoming, do hereby proclaim April 8th through 12th, 2025 as Laramie International Flavor Festival Week. And I encourage residents to recognize the positive impact of this festival in our city, to embrace and celebrate our neighbors' international heritages, and gather for shared conversations, experiences, and meals in our downtown Laramie. Thank you. And if Allie Grossman and Deborah Ross would like to come up and accept this proclamation and say a few words, if you will. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for your work on this.
Thank you, Mayor Cumby and city council members for this opportunity to be here tonight. Welcome, UW international students, community members, scholars, downtown restaurant owners, Main Street and everybody that makes Laramie International Flavor Festival possible and celebrate it in our community. We're very excited to taste the many flavors from around the world right here in our downtown next week.
I think I pointed this out last year, and we're so appreciative to receive this for the second year. I can tell you every year, I know somebody else in the community. I know many more people in the community, and people come together through this festival. On the wall behind you, it says building our community through respect, integrity, teamwork, and stewardship. And we love living in a community that stands up for that. I ask you this week, as you're visiting the restaurants, if there's an empty seat at your table and you see somebody come in alone, to ask them to sit down with you, and let's build this community together. I'd love to invite up our many students and participants, and my own neighbor, who I think is in the 4th year of participating in the festival. And I have come to know Ingrid through our conversations about food. So if we can invite them over for the photo.
Yes, please do. And before you do that, I just want to say, I was sitting with you two 4 years ago, more than 4 years ago, when you started dreaming this up. And it has been remarkable to see the development, and that this festival has become a Laramie cultural event, and that it contributes to the cultural sector of our economic development. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You can bring your people up.